Beloved souls of light and divine design, hear these words, not with your ears alone, but with your spirit. You do not chase love. You become it. You do not plead for someone to see you. You see yourself, radiant in truth, and the world mirrors your glory. There is no lack in the kingdom. There is no separation in divine mind. That which you seek is already seeking you, but not through effort, through alignment. Do not beg the heavens for crumbs of affection. You are the banquet. You are the feast. You are the desire of the Most High, made flesh, and fashioned with love's eternal thread. Why would you chase that which is already yours by spiritual law? Speak the word. And speak it boldly. Declare it, not in hope, but in knowing. The one meant for me is drawn to me now. No delay, no detour, no denial. The walls of resistance fall away, and only love remains. Your word has wings. It flies ahead of you and prepares the way. It opens doors and softens hearts. If you speak with authority, the universe must obey. There is no power in begging. There is only power in belief. Let go of the grasping. Let go of the fear. You are not a beggar on the steps of destiny. You are its architect. When you shift from wanting to knowing, when you cease chasing and start attracting, the game changes. You do not pull your person by force. You magnetize them by frequency. You rise into the vibration of already done, and they feel the tug of your spirit. They come, not as a stranger, but as one who's been summoned by truth. They come, not to fill a void, but to mirror your wholeness. If any fear whispers, "What if it doesn't happen?" Answer with this mighty declaration. There is no power but God. There is no obstacle but doubt. I now erase the lie and stand in the light of love fulfilled. And so you walk, not in worry, but in wonder. You move through your day with grace, with expectancy, with the joy of a soul that knows. It is already done. He is already on the way. She is already turning toward you. Love is inevitable. Because when you are aligned with divine love, when you radiate truth, worthiness, and joy, your specific person will come to you. Not by chance, not by force, but by the irresistible law of spiritual attraction. So rise up, radiant soul. Shine, and let them find their way home, to you. Amen. And so it is. Your word is not mere sound, it is spiritual law set into motion. What you speak, you invite. What you decree, you become. Too many speak words of lack and wonder why they see no gain. But those who understand the power of the spoken word know this truth. The word becomes flesh. If you desire to attract your specific person, you must first speak them into existence, not in desperation, but in divine confidence. Words backed by faith are seeds planted in the soil of the subconscious. Each affirmation, each declaration, is not idle chatter, it is creation itself. The tongue may be small, but it steers the entire ship of life. When you say, "He is mine by divine right," or "She comes to me now, divinely appointed," you are not making a request. You are issuing a command backed by the infinite intelligence of the universe. There is no force in heaven or on earth that can resist the word spoken in alignment with divine law. But beware of the idle word, for every statement carries a blueprint. When you say, "They don't love me," or "I'll never have them," you are not describing a condition, you are creating it. The universe does not interpret sarcasm, insecurity, or fear. It responds only to frequency. And your words are the vibration made audible. Speak lack, and lack expands. Speak wholeness, and love is drawn to you like a moth to flame. You must therefore become the conscious architect of your declarations. Do not speak to impress the world. Speak to impress the truth upon your soul. Say aloud, even now with conviction, "I am one with the love that is mine by divine right. Nothing can stop what is meant for me. My specific person feels the pull of my spirit and is guided to me now." Say it daily. Say it with reverence. Say it until it echoes louder than your doubt. Do not concern yourself with how or when. Your words are the trigger. The law handles the rest. When you plant a seed, you do not dig it up every hour to check if it's growing. You water it, bless it, and expect it to bloom. So it is with your spoken word. Once declared, it is already working behind the veil, rearranging circumstances, shifting hearts, and dissolving obstacles. You need only persist in faith. When fear comes knocking, and it will, you answer not with emotion, but with declaration. You do not argue with darkness. You speak light. You say, there is no delay in divine mind. What is mine comes swiftly and surely. That is how you guard the doorway of your life. Speak your person into your world, not with frantic repetition, but with bold assurance. One word of truth, spoken in faith, has more power than 1,000 cries of uncertainty. Your voice is your wand. Use it wisely, and it shall summon the love your heart has already claimed in spirit. The moment you chase, you affirm you do not have. You declare yourself separate from your good, and separation is the great illusion. You were never meant to strive for love. You were meant to receive it. The one who chases says, I must go after what I want, but the one who knows says, what is mine comes to me. And this knowing is the seat of all power. Chasing is born of fear. Fear that love will escape you, fear that time will run out, fear that someone else will take your place. But fear is a liar. It casts shadows where there is only light. It tells you to run after someone who is already being divinely guided to you. Do you not see? The moment you try to pull, you push. The moment you strive, you delay. Love is not hunted, it is drawn. And you are not the hunter, you are the flame. You must stop moving from a place of not enough. That energy repels. It whispers, I don't trust, and the universe responds accordingly. But the one who is still, the one who radiates, the one who stands in truth, they draw all things unto themselves without lifting a finger. That is not passivity, it is magnetism. The strongest force on earth is not the one that forces, it is the one that attracts. When you shift from striving to receiving, you move into alignment with divine law. You affirm, what is mine is on its way. I need not chase. I rest in the knowing. And from this sacred place, your specific person feels your shift. Without a word, without a text, without a glance, they sense your energy calling, not through desperation, but through clarity. Not through wanting, but through being. Let go of the need to prove yourself. Let go of the need to be noticed. You are already seen in the eyes of the infinite. You are already chosen by divine decree. And when you live from that truth, you stop asking the world for permission to be loved. You give yourself the love first, and that love, multiplied, returns to you through channels you cannot predict. You must believe that it is not only possible but inevitable, that your specific person is already on their way, moved by unseen forces, guided by spiritual law, pulled not by your effort, but by your frequency. You are not waiting for love, you are welcoming it. Let this be your new posture. Open, trusting, expectant. Stand in your joy. Speak your truth. Live your life fully. When you are in your soul's alignment, your person is magnetized, almost helpless to resist the pull. Not because you chased, but because you remembered who you are. Love is not found in the chase. Love arrives when you are still enough to receive it. And when you truly let go, you will not lose what is meant for you. You will finally make space for it to come home. The greatest barrier between you and the love you seek is not outside of you, it is within. There is no enemy but your own doubt, your own fear, and the false stories you have allowed to take root in your mind. You must understand this clearly. No person, no circumstance, no past mistake holds the power to block what is divinely destined for you except the resistance you nurture within yourself. The path to attracting your specific person begins by cleansing your inner landscape. Many believe that love is hindered by external forces, by timing, by the other person's feelings, by obstacles out of their control. Yet, the true impediment is found in the invisible chains of limiting beliefs and self-imposed unworthiness. When you harbor thoughts like, I am not enough, they could never love me, or love always escapes me, you are writing a script of defeat. The universe listens not to what you say with your lips but to what you declare with your heart and mind. Every false idea is a wall built brick by brick in your consciousness. These ideas imprison your spirit and blind you to the reality of your worth. But you have the key to freedom, the word of truth. To clear these blocks, you must consciously choose to erase every negative impression. Say to yourself, every false belief is now erased. I am worthy of perfect love, deserving of joy, and open to receive. Repeat this until your mind no longer harbors shadows but shines bright with the light of certainty. This is not mere positive thinking. It is spiritual law in action. Like a garden choked by weeds, your mind must be cleared so the seeds of love can grow unimpeded. When you affirm your worthiness, you create fertile soil for your specific person to be drawn to you. When you release resentment, anger, and fear, you create a space where love can freely enter. Remember, the spiritual world never fails. It obeys the laws you set through your beliefs and words. If you cling to the belief that love is difficult or distant, you reinforce distance. If you hold tight to bitterness or regret, you repel your good. But when you cleanse your heart, when you choose forgiveness and self-love, you align yourself with the divine current of attraction. This cleansing is a daily practice, a sacred ritual of renewal. Begin each day by declaring your freedom from limiting beliefs. Declare your right to love and to be loved. Refuse to entertain doubts or fears, for they are illusions that have no power over your destiny. Your specific person will be drawn not to your fears but to your faith, not to your doubts but to your unwavering belief in love's perfect unfolding. Clear your inner blocks, and watch how the outer world begins to mirror your new reality. Doors open, opportunities arise, and hearts respond to the purity of your vibration. Know this, your enemy is not the person you desire, nor the timing, nor the world itself. Your only true enemy is the false thought that says you are unworthy. Cast out that thought, claim your divine right to love, and the universe will respond with a love greater than you have ever imagined. You hold the power within you. Cleanse, believe, and prepare to receive. The way is clear, and your love is already on its way. The greatest obstacle to attracting your specific person is not outside of you. It lies within the unseen chambers of your own mind. No enemy approaches from without. The only enemy is self-created resistance, doubt, and fear. It is your own subconscious beliefs, often hidden and unacknowledged, that build walls between you and the love you seek. To manifest the one destined for your heart, you must first become a warrior of your own inner world, cleansing and clearing the false ideas that block the flow of divine love. How often have you allowed whispers of unworthiness to settle in your heart? How many times have you believed the lie that love is scarce, or that you are somehow less than deserving? These thoughts are not truths. They are the shadows cast by ignorance, fear, and old conditioning. When you hold on to these negative ideas, I'm not enough, they will never love me, love always slips away, you are unknowingly declaring a spiritual decree that blocks the manifestation of your desire. The universe, impartial and exact, reflects back the beliefs you harbor, not your hopes or wishes. Every negative thought is a brick in the wall separating you from your happiness. To tear down this wall, you must use the power of the spoken word, the law of affirmations. Begin by boldly declaring, I now erase every false idea about love and worthiness. I am open, deserving, and worthy of perfect love. Say it with the faith of one who knows that words are seeds planted deep in the fertile soil of the subconscious mind. These words are not empty. They are commands to the spiritual forces that govern your life. Your mind is a garden. Clear it of weeds, and beautiful flowers will bloom. Anger, resentment, fear, and doubt are weeds that choke the life from your inner garden. By releasing these, you prepare a sacred space where love can flourish. This is not a one-time cleansing but a daily, sacred ritual of renewal. Each morning, affirm your right to love and be loved. Refuse to entertain doubts. When fearful thoughts creep in, respond not with argument but with declaration. I stand in the truth of love's abundance. I am worthy. I am loved. This is the essence of spiritual law. You cannot receive what you do not believe you deserve. When you carry the vibration of unworthiness, you repel love, even as you long for it. But when you embody confidence, self-love, and openness, you become a beacon, attracting your specific person not by chasing but by radiating the truth of your worth. Your specific person will be drawn to the energy you emit, not the words you say. Love responds to the vibration of your being. Clear your inner blocks, and watch as circumstances shift, opportunities arise, and hearts align with your own. The invisible forces of the universe rearrange themselves to bring you what you have long desired because your spirit has prepared the way. Remember, the only enemy you face is the false idea that you are less than worthy of divine love. Cast out that thought. Claim your inheritance as a beloved child of the universe. Stand tall in your truth, knowing that the way is clear and your love is already on its way to you. You hold the power within. You are the architect of your destiny. Faith is not passive waiting. Faith is active living. To attract your specific person, you must live each day as though your prayer has already been answered. When you pray for love, do not simply whisper hopes into the void. Walk, talk, and carry yourself as the magnet for that love already manifested. The spiritual world works ahead of the physical world. It precedes the visible reality. If you wait to feel joy only when your person appears, you delay the very arrival you desire. But if you choose now to embody joy, confidence, and peace, you create the atmosphere where your love will blossom effortlessly. Imagine your life as a stage, and you the lead actor. The script has already been written by divine wisdom, and your role is to play it with the certainty that the ending is happy and fulfilled. How would you behave if your person were already on their way? Would you walk in doubt or with grace? Would you speak with fear or with faith? Would you hold back or shine forth your beauty and light? The answers to these questions are the keys to manifesting your desire. When you act as if, you engage the universal law of attraction on the highest frequency. You align your inner being with the reality you wish to create. The universe cannot distinguish between what is and what is deeply believed. If you live as though your person is already here, your energy signals to the cosmos. Prepare the way, for this is already mine. This faith, expressed in action and attitude, moves mountains and parts seas. It turns obstacles into stepping stones and delays into divine timing. It is important to remember that faith is not blind optimism. It is a steadfast confidence based on spiritual knowing. When you face moments of doubt or fear, remind yourself that you are simply waiting for the physical evidence to catch up with the spiritual reality. Trust that what you have spoken and believed is already working behind the scenes. The law is silent but never inactive. What you have declared in faith is already manifesting, even if the eyes of flesh cannot yet see it. Living as though your prayer is answered means releasing attachment to outcomes and timing. It means surrendering control, not giving up hope. You are not resigned. You are empowered. You celebrate your wholeness and your worthiness every day, knowing that the arrival of your specific person is not the completion of your happiness. It is the natural unfolding of your abundant joy. This posture of already done fills you with peace. You no longer oscillate between hope and despair. You rest in the certainty that the universe is working tirelessly in your favor. You carry yourself with a quiet confidence that is irresistible. Your person senses this vibrational signature from afar and is drawn like a magnet to the calm, assured energy you emit. Act from this place of faith every morning. Speak affirmations as if you have already received the love you desire. Move through your day with the assurance that the spiritual world has heard you and is delivering. Your prayer is the seed, your faith is the sun and rain, and your daily living is the nurturing soil. Together, they bring forth the full bloom of your heart's desire. You do not wait. You live as though the prayer is answered, and so it is.